Connectivity is a fundamental need of every species. Yet unfortunately, not all of us are fulfilled when it comes to this need. That's why in this video, I'll teach you how to make friends. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is How to Above. And if you're somebody who's trying to level up in life, whether they be in school or your general health, well then, you're in the right place. First off, criticism. The instant gratification activity when it comes to relationships. The problem with criticism is it doesn't accomplish what it aims to accomplish. Like, when you criticize somebody, you're only doing it because you have their best interest at heart. Like, when How to Above makes a mistake, you would only go to him like, hey, How to Above, you shouldn't do this because you failed when you did this, so that How to Above doesn't make the same mistake again. That's why we criticize one another, or that's why we should criticize one another, in order to help each other when we fall short. The problem is just nobody likes being wrong. And here's an even bigger one. Nobody likes being told that they're wrong. So you might struggle making friends because you go about it in the morally just way, and I can't even like debate you with it because that's obvious. Like, if somebody makes a mistake, then you're supposed to help them, yet not by criticizing them, not by bringing up their shortcomings. That's not it. The reason why criticizing somebody does not work is because we don't want to be wrong, and we especially don't want to be told that we're wrong. So when you tell me How to Above what you did was wrong, you basically force me to defend myself now. Like, think about it. We both can agree that what I did was wrong. I also know what I did was wrong. It was a mistake of mine. Yet just because you brought it up, now I'm gonna try and defend that act. That's stupid, yet that's just how people are. I objectively did something that I should not have done. Then you come, like, I accept the fact that, okay, How to Above, nah, that's not the right way. You can't put you can't wear jorts with sandals or something. I made that mistake. Objectively, that's a mistake. Yeah, I know it. Like, I know, okay, nah, I made a mistake. Yet you come and you tell me, hey bro, what you did was a mistake. Now I'm gonna feel, damn, this guy's actually attacking my character. He's criticizing me, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna take this thing that I objectively know is bad, yet I'm gonna justify it now, just because I feel that you're attacking me. So now I'm gonna justify my thing that I did. I'm gonna be like, nah, I actually like wearing jorts with sandals, so you can't tell me what to wear. It's my fashion sense. I don't even like jorts with sandals. But just because you attacked me, or just because it felt like you attacked me, now I'm gonna try and defend myself. What this does is, maybe you win the argument, and you're like, no, because I never seen you wear jorts before, and blah 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 ABC, and then I'm like, oh yeah, you know what, you win, fine. Jorts with sandals was a mistake. Then what? Beyond that, I wore it, so can't change nothing about that. People have already seen me wearing jorts with sandals, so the deed has already been done. But that's not the important part. The important part is what's gonna happen to our relationship after that. We basically fought an unnecessary fight, and now I'm gonna feel like you started that fight because I was doing nothing to you. Then you decided to attack me. I defended myself, and you beat me. So now I'm gonna avoid you altogether. I'm gonna be like, nah, that guy, nah. It might be subconscious. It might not be like a conscious thought of mine, like, nah, I don't like that guy. But definitely, our relationship is going to be sour from that point onward. And you might have experienced this as well when you try and help somebody by bringing their fault to light. Okay, just for that moment, they might listen to you and they might fix their action. But beyond that, now what? That relationship is ruined just for your instant gratification of you feeling like, yeah, and I helped him by bringing his mistake to light. Criticism only works in the short run, not for the long run. And when you want to make friends, you gotta think about the long run. A psychologist once said, I don't know what it was, a psychologist once said, everybody wants to be great. And that's true. All of us want to be something. We all want to be something special in life. That's why when you go and approach somebody, when you make them feel as if they are great, then they're more likely to make you feel great and more likely to be around you. Boom, you just made a friend. The problem with this is compliments. I recommend them. Genuine, sincere compliments. Yet the problem is, this actually, I experienced this back in like grade 10 when I tried to make friends with this new student at our school. I gave them compliments and I was like, yeah, when I give them enough compliments, then they'll compliment me back, then we'll talk, and then boom, friends, let's go. But that's not how it works. When you give somebody surface level compliments, the majority of people can see through that. The majority of people. Like, imagine somebody comes up to me and they're like, hey, how do above, man? I like I like the way you talk or something. I like the way you talk. And I'm like, oh, thanks, man. Thanks. That's nice. That's nice. Compare that compliment to somebody just saying, hey, how do above, you look nice today. Like, do you see the difference between the two of them? The one person knows that I publicly speak, so to say, and the other person, they just don't know me. They just wanted to say something nice about me because they know that I want to feel great. That's not gonna make me feel great. It's just gonna make me feel like, oh nah, this guy, he gave me a copy and paste compliment. And that's even worse than saying nothing to somebody. Like if you said nothing to me and just walked your own way, it would have been, fine, let that guy go his life, I'll go my life. But now you're coming to me and you're giving me a surface level compliment, like a nothing, like just saying words to me. What I'll think then is that, oh no, this guy complimented me because he wants something from me, because that's the only reason that you can give me such a surface level compliment. And you do want something from me, you want to be friends with me, so then I just avoid being friends with you, because like, nah, I don't like friends that give me surface level compliments, that don't give me sincere compliments. Excuse me. That don't have sincerity in them to give me a genuine compliment. That's not the way. Give sincere compliments. And I'll even give you guys like a hack to know how to give a sincere compliment. When you don't know somebody, talk to them so that you get to know them. Then hear what they have to say. You'll pick up subtle things that in the way that they speak and like the things that they say, that, oh no, this person is very passionate about this thing. Then you can compliment that thing, compliment that specific thing. Or when you can't even talk to them, like when you see them from a distance, you're like, nah, my first move has to be a compliment. Cool, fine. Look at their appeal. Look at what they're wearing, their outfit, and like see that, okay, now they're wearing a dress. It's a cool dress, but I don't think like that's the thing that she spent the most time on. Then you see that, okay, now she's wearing a purple handbag. I've never seen anybody wear it before. Then go up to them like, hey, I like your handbag. It's purple, and we'll cut that out. We'll cut that out. I like your handbag. You see, that's how genuine compliments form, where you actually compliment something that you know the other person is gonna like. Compliments is our way. It's one of the easiest ways that we have at our disposal to transmute happiness, like genuine emotions towards somebody else, positive emotions. Cause, like, think about it. How do you like you feel happy? How do you make the next person also feel happy the same joy that you're feeling? Easy, simple, easy. Obviously, you would just say something nice to that person. That way they can also smile. You would make a joke, they can smile. You would give them something, like you would just transmit your positivity towards the next person. That's the same way compliments work. When you want to give somebody a genuine compliment, you have to be in a complimentive state. That's a word invented by How to Above. Complimentive state. Complimentive state. What was that again? Yeah, you gotta give somebody genuine compliments. That's the way to make friends. That's the way to attract somebody. Because when you have a positive appeal around you, people naturally find that attractive. Like when you have a positive aura around you, sorry to use that word, When you have a positive aura around you, people naturally find that attractive, and people naturally like they just follow you. Be a positive person, be a positive magnet, give genuine compliments to people, then you'll find that people just friends. Don't forget the first one, don't criticize. Second one, compliment. I want to leave you guys with this quote about compliments. Leave little sparks behind you, then you'll see that they'll eventually catch flame. And when you venture further, you'll see that the flames grow so big that they became beacons. Third step, and like the most influential step, in my opinion, and I don't make it a course, so yeah, the most important step is to not give solutions. It's to be the solution, to be needed by somebody else. When you are friends with somebody, think about it. When you are friends with somebody, hopefully you've had friends before. So I'm not talking to somebody who's never had friends in their child life. And okay, I'll make it for a person that has never had friends in their child life. Like, listen to this. When you have friends, somebody in your life that you can genuinely say that, nah, this is my friend, this is my BFF, or yeah, what, my bestie, my twin, whatever. That's somebody that you know that you can rely on. Somebody that you can go and you can go tell them, hey, bestie, I struggle with this thing, and could you help me with this? And oftentimes your friend might not be skilled in that category, but the reason that you went to them is because they provided yourself with the solution before. And the thing is, they didn't give you, oh, you went to them like, oh, my shoes don't fit, what should I do? Then you tell something like, oh, nah, go to that guy, David, he knows everything about shoes, so he'll help you. They didn't give you that solution, not at all. You went to them like, hey, bestie, my shoe doesn't fit, can you help me? Then she's like, oh, come here, I got you. She went to the cupboard, she took butter and like she smeared them in the shoe, and now the shoes fit. So she was the solution. Now your mind kind of frames her as that way. Okay, now she is a solution. That way, next time you have an issue, you go to her. That's basically what friends is. I know it kind of sounds transactional, but when you have somebody that you can rely on, that's when you form a genuine connection with somebody. When you know that, okay, now this person is a rock, I can lean on them and they won't fall. I can go to them and with my issues and they'll help me. That's not transactional at all. That's just reliability. Be a reliable person towards your friends. Become the solution. Don't give a solution. Become the solution. And it kind of all boils down to self-insertion. When you're able to make yourself the solution, force yourself. Even if it's something that you're not proficient in, find a way to make it seem as though, okay, now I am the solution. Because without me, you would not have achieved this thing. Your friend could say, oh, I want to go to space. You've never been to space before. You don't even know the first thing about space. But then you go like, okay, now listen, follow me. You lead them to a rocket, you lead them to NASA or something. Then you're like, yeah, here you go. You finish the rest of the job. That's what it means to provide value to somebody. That's what it means to be a reliable person. Somebody that it can lean on. This is the third pillar, and it's the most important pillar. It should actually be the first pillar. I had to think about it. I should have probably made this thing first. We'll edit it. We'll edit it. Yeah. Be somebody that your friends can rely on. Then you'll find that more people come to you. And maybe you might get mad like, oh, how to above, they're just gonna come to me with complaints we're like, oh, I need this, I need that, I need blah 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 blah, whatever. And isn't a friend somebody that you can rely on? Isn't that what a friend is? Somebody you can go to and share experiences with. Because all conversations, not all conversations, don't quote me on that, don't quote me. But most conversations start when you go with an issue like, hey, my bike is broken or something. Then you're like, cool, let me go fix it for you. That's like an entire day's worth of experiences, the two of you guys, like adventuring. Hey, bring me the oil so I can lubricate the wheel and the chain and blah blah blah. Now it's an entire day you guys spent together fixing the issue. You were the solution. She went to you because you were the solution, because you are the solution. Now you spend the entire day together just helping each other. You're now a friend. And that's the pillar. If you can take anything from this video, you want to ignore everything else, do it. But just take this one. When people ask you for help, or even when they don't ask you for help, when you see somebody struggling, don't give a solution. Be the solution. All these steps are golden rules for making friends. Follow them and you will see success in your relationships. Thanks so much for sticking to the end of the video. You obviously liked it, so do leave a like on the video, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment about my new headpiece. And remember, it always seems impossible until it's done.